Hi guys, my name is Kennedy March and this is my first Phorm Elite Athlete search video. So why now and why me? After, I think this is my third or fourth year trying, normal people would get discouraged. Yes, was I discouraged? Why me? Why do I think I have a shot this year? The last couple of years I have, over the last few years actually, I've been kind of just discouraged because it's like, why does Phorm, such a huge company, such a huge influential company, want with somebody like me in the middle of BFE, Missouri, hardly to no Facebook followers, somebody that's just a normal person like me, what do they want with me? And I always started to get discouraged, like, you know what, I'm not going to do the athlete search this year. I'm just not going to try, because what's the point? I'm not going to get picked. With that attitude, I won't get picked. Because I started thinking, you know what, this was my attitude last year. Was I bitter? Yes, because I feel like I work my ass off to have what I have, have my body, and I think I'm a great role model. But I started thinking, you know what, I don't have the money to drop on the whole new apparel line. And I was starting to get, I was kind of mad at myself. I was like, there's just no way I'm going to get picked. There's no way that I'm going to be able to stand out to get picked. I don't have money to just go pick up and go look at headquarters. I just don't have the money or the resources to spend on all of these supplements. I don't have the money to buy the new apparel launch when it comes out. I just don't have the money. Blah, blah, blah. I'm just making excuses like, well, I'm just not pretty enough. I'm not skinny enough. I'm not going to get picked. Like, why do they want me? Like, they're not going to pick me. I'm not good enough. I'm just not going to stand out. Well, this is what I said. I looked at myself in the mirror and I said, Kennedy, you need to stop feeling sorry for yourself. Once you stop feeling sorry for yourself and you stop making excuses as to why you're not good enough and why you're not going to get picked, you might actually have a chance. Because I started thinking to myself the last year in general, I was like, you know what? I'm going to make this athlete search video, but no one's going to look at it. No one's going to watch it. I'm not important. No one's going to see it. I'm just going to be another stack on top of all the hundreds of videos, and they're just not going to know me. They're not going to know my name. Boy, was I further from the truth. Once I started putting myself out there and put my negativity behind me, and I started to realize that Phorm cares about you. Now, I haven't won, nor have I, I didn't even win a trip to HQ, and that kind of hurt my feelings a little bit because I was like, I thought I tried. But it was just like, I'm going to keep being me, keep doing me, and keep standing out the way that I know I can, and stop feeling sorry for myself. So, because I saw Tony's story, I have shared in the last couple of athlete search videos that I've done that I have battled an eating disorder and anorexia. And I did that in high school, and I still recovering from an eating disorder and anorexia, and it's been really tough for me as an adult. Now that I have a child of my own and I have that baby mom belly that everyone's got, it was really, really tough for me. But because I saw Tony's story, it touched me, and I'm going to tell you my story because it's something that I hide. It's something that I never thought about sharing with people because, quite honestly, I didn't think people would be interested. So here's a little background on my story. It goes deeper than an eating disorder, and as to kind of why I got an eating disorder to begin with. So here's my story. When I was in the 5th grade, I started noticing my left forearm get super itchy, and it started to be like this little rash, this tiny little bubbly rash. I had no idea what it was. And as it started to progress, of course, it itched, it burned, it just was horrible. And I would itch it and scratch it, and it would burn, and it just started to grow. It started up at my wrist, and then went all the way down to my elbow, and wrapped all the way around my forearm, and then went all the way up around my arm, and around the other side, kind of up to my hand. I was in 5th grade. And I went to a private school, so they were a little accepting. You would think they would be. But my teacher was like, no. At first, they thought it was ringworm. So I went to the principal's office, and the principal was like, you know what, you got to cover this up. And so I was like, okay. So I would wear long sleeve shirts. Well, the laundry detergent my mom had used and the fabrics in my clothes were making it worse. And so what had happened to my arm, it just got super red and inflamed and pussy and itchy and burny, and it was painful. I wanted to peel my skin off of my arm. We went to the doctor, and the doctor was like, oh, what? You got psoriasis. Sorry about your life. That's all they do. They're like, you have psoriasis, here's cream. But we tried tons of cream, and cream just didn't work for me. Cream made it worse, honestly, and it burned. And, at school I had to cover it up. So I would wear gauze and bandages all over my arm, and it was embarrassing. And it was something I struggled with. I hated my arms. I covered up the best I could. I was always wearing turtlenecks, always wearing long sleeves, hoodies, anything, jackets. They were my comfort zone. So now as an adult, you see me I show my arms. I love showing my arms because I don't have it there now. When I was about in high school, so this lasted my first flare up. So it comes in spurts. Stress agitates it super bad. So I was going through a lot of stress at school, and my grandpa was really sick, and it was just a lot of stress. So what had happened, I guess it was for maybe about a year and a half. It was super flared up. So it cleared up. It was clear. I had no anything, no patches, no itchiness, nothing on my arms or my legs, nowhere near my body. Once it cleared up my arm or my arms, cleared up, didn't see it for a while. Then my junior year of high school, it was like, hi, I'm back. But now that you have gotten so confident with your body, I'm going to attack your shins, both of them, your legs. So when you're supposed to be wearing shorts, I'm going to make it super uncomfortable so you can't wear shorts. And I had huge discs. First they started off as it started on one leg, and it started off as kind of like ping pong ball sized round redness. Same thing with my arm. And it got really, really bad. And then for some reason it happened on my other shin. And it literally covered from the top of my, I'm talking my front part, my shin. So my top part of my foot all the way up to around my knee area. And same on the other leg. And it wrapped around kind of on the calf part on my left leg. And it made it really hard to shave. So you're a teenage girl, and you're going through puberty, and you're going to want to wear shorts, and it's, awesome summertime. I hated wearing shorts. Absolutely hated wearing shorts. I dreaded it, honestly, because I was so petrified of my legs because I couldn't shave, because shaving made it so much worse. If I shaved my legs with my psoriasis, blood, it hurt, pain, cry, tear, burning. And even when my psoriasis was you could still see it, but it wasn't active plaque psoriasis on my arm. It never got as bad as it did on my arm, but it didn't go as near as fast because I was wearing pants. It went away on my arm because I started exposing it to the sun. And on my legs, even though I was tanning, it still wasn't doing anything for me. So what was happening with my legs is it would get it would clear up, but it would still be the patchiness on my legs. So what would happen is even though I wasn't in an active breakout on my legs, it was just still there and you could see it. Well, I actually ended up getting a really bad, I think, infection, rash on both of my legs the week of senior trip. And I remember wearing shorts. I was super excited to wear shorts. That's all I had was shorts. We went to Silver Dollar City, Branson, and we were taking pictures, all of us, as a group. And I remember a couple with a small child, I think, asking Mommy, Daddy, why does she have bright red, nasty legs? And I think my best friend heard it, and she goes, hey, Kennedy, and I got super just deflated. What do you want me to do about it? And when you have a skin condition you can't change, it's like, what do you do? You can't change it. Like, I wear leggings now because even though I have no open psoriasis starting, actually I do on my arms. I have a little patch starting on my top of my arm right now, and I have some on my shoulders, but my legs, even though I'm just still self-conscious about it, when people will come up to me and be like, do you think you can cover your legs because it's gross? No, I don't think I can cover up my legs. No, I don't think I can, because I don't feel that it's hurting you any. Yeah, is it disgusting for you to look at? Yeah, sure, it's really disgusting for you to look at, but how do you think I feel? So I cover myself up so you don't feel disgusted. But I feel disgusted at myself because I don't feel adequate, because I feel ugly, because my legs look disgusting and my arms look disgusting because I have this nasty, horrible skin rash that is super hard for me to get rid of. I don't know what you want me to do about it. And so I try to cover up the best I can. And hearing Tony's story has just let me share this with you guys, because, you know, Phorm has given me the ability to say, you know what, to hell what other people think, I'm going to be myself, I'm going to stand out, and I'm going to share my story, because I want to be a Tony to somebody else. I want to be able to share my story of dealing with this horrible skin disease that I have to live with on and off. I don't know when it's going to pop up. I don't know, you know, how long it's going to last. I don't know if it's going to be super bad or not. And if I can be this voice to somebody out there struggling with psoriasis, plaque, you know, really bad plaque psoriasis, and who is afraid to share their story or show their skin or cover up their body because they're ashamed of how God made them, don't be. I want them to look at me and be like, you know what, there's real people out there that can advocate for me, and I can be there for you. My whole goal for this athlete search wasn't to stand out, because I surely know that I'm not the prettiest, and I know that I'm not the skinniest, and I'm the realest raw person you're ever gonna meet, because it's like, I know what I've got, and I will love you regardless of what's going on. Like, I am who I am. Yeah, I have psoriasis and I've battled an eating disorder, so I got made fun of in high school. Like, oh, she's overweight. Oh, she's got this. She's so nasty. Blah, blah, blah. Like, she doesn't shave her legs. But here's the thing. You're so hard on people and you're so quick to judge people until you know their story. And then it all makes sense and clicks. So I can be that for somebody. That's why I wanted to share my story with you guys. And I wanted to enter this athlete search contest, because not only am I so passionate about fitness, but I'm so passionate about helping others overcome their fear of not feeling good enough for society, because that's what Phorm stands for. Tons of people from all walks of life that come together because we have this common goal and this main purpose and this amazing character to help people and to show people that it's okay to be yourself, but never settle, and don't make excuses for yourself, because there's people out there lesser than you or less fortunate than you are who are achieving great things because they never gave up. They knew it was hard and their struggle was hard, but they knew that their end goal, they weren't going to get to their end goal if they gave up. So we're not going to give up. And I didn't give up because I had amazing people around me to just wrap their arms around me and be like, you know what? I've made amazing friends from people at HQ, and me a year and a half ago being super, super bitter about myself, thinking that no one was ever going to recognize me, no one was going to notice me, that I wasn't going to win because I wasn't a certain type, basically goes against everything Phorm stands for in the first place. So once I finally got over my ego and realized that everyone is on the same journey of life, just at different aspects of life, we can all row this boat together and enjoy it. So this is my official 2021 First Phorm athlete search video. I love you guys. You're amazing. And I can't wait to see what the future has in store for us. Bye guys!